the most breathtaking moments are terrifying scenes in which it seems as if the sky over Ukraine is raining fire. Tens of thousands, perhaps even hundreds of thousands, of incendiary bombs are raining down on Ukrainian cities, melting Zelensky's air defenses, penetrating concrete fortifications, and melting steel. They destroy everything in their path: people, stone, and iron. A single attack is enough to turn a city into a piece of hell. Many secrets and details we reveal to you, dear viewer, about the Thermite Bomb, the dirtiest Russian weapons striking Ukraine. Stay tuned. You must have heard in our previous reviews of Russian missiles, rockets, and bombs that their warheads can be hollow, thermal, armor-piercing, cluster, or incendiary. In this episode, we will focus on the incendiary bombs. The traditional warhead of a missile is often replaced with a pod that has the same shape as the warhead and contains bombs the size of chicken eggs. The pod releases its contents before reaching the ground. Napalm and white phosphorus are the basis of the incendiary filling for small bombs. These materials are chemically treated in laboratories to burn upon contact with air, and they are extremely hot. However, Russia was apparently not satisfied with this level of effectiveness for phosphorus and napalm bombs, and developed bombs using a thermite compound that burns at a rate 20 times that of white phosphorus. Russia uses thermite bombs primarily with military aircraft munitions. They are loaded into laser-guided CAB 500, CAB 1000, and CAB 1500 bombs, which are usually used with 4th generation and later Russian warplanes such as the MiG-31, Sukhoi 27, Sukhoi 34, and even the Russian stealth aircraft Sukhoi 57. The question that begs itself is, why are thermite bombs used with warplanes more than missiles? The answer is simply to achieve the largest possible target area. The mother bomb explodes at an altitude of between 300 and 500 meters above the ground, releasing thermite bombs that cover an area of at least 22,000 square meters. As soon as the thermite bomb hits the ground or any solid object, an ignition valve detonates it, scattering flames in all directions at a distance of 1 meter, at a temperature exceeding 600 degrees Celsius. In the same way that CAB bombs are loaded with thermite bombs, warheads are installed on caliber missiles and ballistic missiles, and they work in the same way. The only difference is that ballistic missiles can carry a payload weighing more than 1.5 tons, containing more than 1/200 thermite bombs, capable of burning an entire city. The thermite bombs burn for an average of 180 seconds, or 3 minutes, after which they begin to subside and the temperature in the area drops. But this is enough time to melt everything and kill all living things in the vicinity. Why did Putin use white thermite bombs? Cluster bombs appeared at the end of World War II as a type of munition that could destroy minefields for armored vehicles and infantry, strike trenches and camps, and clear forests and fields. For the same reasons, white phosphorus bombs and incendiary napalm bombs appeared. As a reminder, international law punishes any party that uses such munitions against civilian sites as a war crime. Russian forces are known for their scorched earth strategy, which involves destroying any geographical area by bombing it from land, sea, and air with all types of weapons until their ground forces can advance and take control. This strategy has proven effective in Russia's wars in Afghanistan, Chechnya, Syria, and elsewhere. Russia has found thermite bombs to be the ideal solution for implementing its scorched earth strategy with record speed, high precision, and low cost. Thermite bombs are not only used as a preventive weapon against scattered or camouflaged targets, but can also be used to bomb supply routes and railways, as they can create craters in asphalt, and some thermite bombs remain dormant, becoming like mines that explode when approached. They can also burn the wooden supports under train tracks. What makes it the most dangerous weapon for Ukraine and its allies? The danger of thermite lies in several fundamental points, not just its indiscriminate nature in distinguishing between military and civilian targets, but also its ability to destroy and disable infrastructure, causing enormous losses in areas bombarded with these weapons. Direct or close exposure to thermite fire, which exceeds 600 degrees Celsius, causes first and second degree burns and permanent disfigurement. Regardless of direct exposure to burns and fire, the chances of survival in areas bombarded with thermite bombs are very slim, as it is a chemical compound that reacts with oxygen, releasing smoke and toxic gases that coincide with oxygen deprivation in the targeted area. This causes suffocation and respiratory problems that often lead to the death of those affected. The greatest danger lies in the fact that 20% of the bombs in each pod do not explode immediately, remaining as time bombs and highly dangerous mines that explode when approached or touched. Without a doubt, this type of ammunition is the most dangerous that military engineering and war remnants removal teams can encounter, which is why it has been described as Russia's dirtiest weapon. History of Russian thermite. Thermite is mainly used in welding and metal smelting. It entered the military industry during World War II, and to this day, no bomb, shell, or warhead is without thermite, but in concentrations ranging from 2 to 30%, and no more than that. In 1987, the Soviet Union began to increase the concentration of thermite in cluster bombs to combine fragmentation and incendiary bombs. In 1998, Russia produced incendiary thermite bombs, saying that this type of ammunition was intended only for use against rebel and terrorist groups that use forests, mountains, and rugged terrain as shelters, and that it was an effective weapon for destroying random minefields. According to the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense, Russia has used thermite bombs against both civilian and military targets more than 400 times since the start of the war in February 2022 to date. The ministry added that Russia used the bombs in 2017, but only to a limited extent, striking military storage facilities in eastern Ukraine, as well as in 2014 during Russia's occupation of Crimea. Human Rights Watch confirmed in a report to the UN Security Council that the Russian Air Force carried out more than 150 attacks with incendiary thermite bombs against civilian targets in Syria, killing at least 8,000 civilians. The organization condemned the use of these weapons in civilian areas as a war crime and called on the Security Council to pass a law banning the manufacture and export of thermite bombs due to their dangerous nature. And you, dear viewer, what do you think of the capabilities of these deadly bombs? Will we see more of them in the coming days? Let us know in the comments.